Hey guys, it's Saturday night. I am on my way to babysit so that Jill and Husani can have a date night. Of course, traffic is backed up. It looks like there's an accident. A couple of days ago, I was going to Garden City, which is over there by that Walmart and the mall, everything, and there was a city street closed off. A boulevard, and there was a record truck that had 3 cars on the back of it. I don't know what in the world happened there. I'll tell y'all a little bit about the car crash that my son Jeremy was in. Like I've told you before, he was in the passenger back seat. It was a Honda Accord, I think. And there was the driver and a teenager in the front seat, and then 2 teenagers next to Jeremy in the back seat. And the driver, he was speeding, of course, and he just went over the railroad tracks. And I don't know if that's what made him lose control or what happened, but he had been drinking, and he did test .08 on the breathalyzer. So he was charged with DUI, homicide. But anyway, he lost control and hit a palm tree. And palm trees, their roots are so deep they don't budge. So, not that many trees do budge, but anyway, it caused the passenger side is what hit the palm tree, and it caused the back door, the passenger back door, to buckle into a V, and that's what crushed my son's chest. His heart, his lungs, everything was just crushed and bruised, and he bled to death. There happened to be a fire engine practically behind them. They came right upon the scene of the car crash. They had just been to a house fire. So, of course, they got out and started administering first aid, and, Jeremy, he was bleeding internally, and he was still alive, and the paramedics did administer whatever help that they were able to do to save his life. And they called, the medvac came from Orlando Regional Hospital, and they put him in the helicopter. And I was told that through heroic measures that they did keep him alive until they got him to the trauma center at Orlando Regional. But he died at the hospital. I did meet with the firemen. I went to the fire station and met with them and talked to them and everything, because I wanted to know, did my son say anything? Was he in pain? Was he hurting? Did he suffer? And they all assured me no. The paramedic who personally worked on Jeremy did tell me no, that he did not suffer. So I had a little bit of peace and comfort from knowing that. And I don't think that they lied to me. I think that they were truthful to me. So as soon as I was able to stand up and function and get to the grocery store, I went and bought the ingredients and made the firefighters 2 homemade southern pecan pies and took it to them, and they appreciated it. It was sad. It was very, very difficult even for them to talk about it, seeing those 5 teenage boys in such dire conditions. All the other boys had very, very serious physical injuries. The one on the driver's side in the back seat, the seatbelt lacerated his liver. So he was facing a liver transplant, but eventually his liver did heal, and he was released from the hospital. And the driver of the car, he was arrested for DUI manslaughter, vehicular homicide. Oh, he just had 5 or 6 felonies against him. I have talked about that before, and I'm not going to get into that tonight. I just was thinking about, the paramedics and the fire engines and everything when I just saw those flashing lights, and just wanted to let y'all know that I was told that my son didn't suffer, and Jeremy was a Christian, and he and Jason were both saved when they were little. I think Jason was about 13, and Jeremy was about 8. They were going to Vacation Bible School there at Covington First Baptist Church, and they were both saved during the Vacation Bible School, and they were both baptized together. So I have a lot of peace and comfort in knowing that as soon as Jeremy's physical body left, that he was united with God in heaven. And he's my guardian angel. I depend on Jeremy for a lot. He gets me through a lot of trying and difficult times in my life. Although I miss him terribly. He was such a precious, wonderful, sweet, caring, loving, and extremely intelligent young man. Of course, they wanted to take him out of regular class and put him in the gifted. He did go into the gifted program, but he didn't like going to the gifted classes because he wanted to stay in the same classes with all of his friends. But he did attend the gifted classes, and he was an excellent student. Just had a real sweet spirit about him. I love him, but I know I miss him terribly, but I know that I will see him in heaven one day, and that gives me great comfort and peace. So thank you for listening to my little story tonight. I don't mean to make y'all sad. Don't be sad. I'm not sad. I'm happy. If he had not been saved, I'm not sure I would have as much comfort and peace as I do today, but just knowing that he was brings me happiness and joy. Okay, so I'm at Jill's almost. I'm going to go let this very hard-working young couple go have a date night, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night, guys.